A proposed indefinite stay-away call by Zimbabwe's war veterans leader Blessed Bombshell Geza has failed to take off, with Zimbabweans opting to go to work instead. Despite the call, people in Bulawayo, Harare and other small towns went about their daily business, choosing to prioritize their livelihoods over participating in the stay-away. The failure of the stay-away call has been attributed to the harsh economic realities facing Zimbabweans, with 95% unemployment forcing people to hustle to survive. Critics in the diaspora have expressed frustration with fellow citizens for not supporting the stay-away, but many argue that going to work is a necessity in a country where most businesses are owned by the corrupt cabal and that the action intended to target. The stay-away cause and failure has significant implications for Zimbabwe's politics. Without tangible citizen support, Geza's efforts are unlikely to bring about change, and the country may be stuck with President Emmerson Mnangagwa's corrupt rule for a long time. The president may even attempt to extend his term in office, and Zimbabweans may have to accept that his kids will rule them too, with the assistance of his crooked cronies and clansmen. According to one local doctor, Zimbabweans should begin working through the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. The doctor's sentiments echo the widespread frustration and desperation felt by many Zimbabweans who feel trapped in a system that is rigged against them. The failure of the stay-away call also highlights the challenges facing Zimbabwe's opposition, which is seen as weak and ineffective. Without a strong opposition movement, Zimbabweans may be forced to rely on a military intervention or some other dramatic event to bring about change. In the meantime, Zimbabweans will continue to suffer under the weight of corruption, poverty, and economic mismanagement. The country's infrastructure is crumbling, hospitals are dilapidated, and unemployment is rampant. For those who are young and have a passport, the advice is to leave the country and seek better opportunities elsewhere. The statement concludes by noting that Zimbabweans are stuck with Mnangagwa's government and that only something dramatic will change the country's state of affairs. Whether it's a military intervention or a dramatic fall from grace over the corrupt, any change will be welcome given the current dire situation. Geza's efforts, although unsuccessful, have contributed to raising awareness about the need for change in Zimbabwe. His bravery and determination have earned him respect, and it is hoped that one day his efforts will be vindicated. The dysfunctionality of national leadership in Zimbabwe has been fueled by corruption, ethnic alignments, and the absence of a shared national vision and values. Until Zimbabweans come together to demand change and prioritize the collective good over individual interests, the country will remain stuck in its current quagmire.